Previously on Outdoor Canucks.
First time ever drinking beer?
No.
It's saying one of the tires are low on air.
If you can move on.
The view here was stunning. You have to stop. There's so many beautiful scenic sights in here to take pictures or just, you know, soak it all in. And we are at Quiddy Bitty Brewery.
Through anything, 'cause I can't move on.
Whoa, look at that view. Owning a Newfoundland airport, you have seafood concession stands.
It's rum.
Pineapple and soda.
I need that.
So we're in this cool little town just outside of St. John's. You think you could be a fisherman in Newfoundland?
I don't know, honestly.
This view is what we paid all the money for the hotels, the car rental, the airfare and everything. This is the view. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We are not camping. We are not on a tropical vacation, but we're on another kind of vacation. And we were here 2 years ago and the video did really well and we had tons of fun. So A, we decided to come back, and B, we decided to bring you along with us. We're only here for a week. We're in the beautiful province of Newfoundland. Yeah, it's an island away from Canada and it takes a while to get here, but we got here. This time we flew, we didn't drive. If you don't know what we're talking about, our first time we came here 2 years ago, we drove here. We had a whole road trip and everything. So I'll put a link just in that little card there above. Click on that and you can see our first trip. This is our second one. We're here, like I said, just for a week. We're here for a family wedding, but I won't bore you with the family wedding. It's family stuff you wouldn't be interested in, but we're gonna go on some stuff that we didn't go on last time. Last time we did whale watching. We did a few other things. This time we're gonna do a little different things, a little hiking. We're on our way to a hike right now, and we'll bring you along. Newfoundland is such a beautiful country. There's so many places to go hiking, going for a walk, exploring, sightseeing. We're gonna go for a nice little hike. This is called the Bordeaux Trail. Sit down in a chair, a little resting spot. If God's an ocean, I am a wave. For Rhonda, remembered by her childhood friends.
If you're someone who travels, and when you're traveling, you like to do more of the local things or see the local places instead of more touristy. Go to more touristy and see more touristy things. This is definitely something that's not very touristy and definitely very local. It's in a small town, very far from a lot of people, I would say, busy places. And it's just very different than if it was in St. John's, for example.
So this is the Bordeaux Trail, like I was saying. It's about just over 5.3 miles long, and it's a loop system. We're not gonna go on the whole entire trail today. We'll probably go for half hour, 45 minutes one way and then come back. If you were to do the whole trail, All Trail says it's roughly about 2 hours long to do the whole entire trail. But there's obviously stopping, nice hiking sign trail there. There's obviously stopping and you have to stop. There's so many beautiful scenic sights here to take pictures or just, you know, soak it all in, that you couldn't do this just hiking non-stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop and check out the beautiful scenery here at the Bordeaux Trail. you know, I can't even tell you how beautiful this is. I mean, I'm trying to portray it by bringing you along and showing you the, what? I know, Abby's behind the camera saying I can't, and it's true. I mean, I try to, you know, film all this footage for you guys so you guys sitting at home can watch it and maybe decide to come one day to Newfoundland and check it out. But just, it's like all your senses, like the smell of the sea air is just, you can't capture that in a video. Just the breeze and the warmth. Speaking of warmth, I mean, this is the third time I've been in Newfoundland with the kids, and every time we come, the weather is amazing. We may have a day or two of rain, but whether we come for a week or just a few days, the weather's always good. And the family said just before we came, the day before and the whole week and couple weeks leading up to when we came was foggy and cold and windy and rain. And now we've been here 4 days now, and it's been 21, 22, 23 degrees, sunny, a little breezy, which the breeze actually helps. And it's amazing here. Like, look at that. It's starting to cloud over a little bit here now, but before that it was sunny and bright and blue. You can't beat the weather, and we're just lucking out. I mean, it is July here in Newfoundland, and I think July and August are the best months to come, but we've lucked out. We really lucked out. We could have came here a week before, and like the family says, it was cold and foggy. So badly wants to put his feet in the water, and it's cold. Welcome to the Atlantic. So right off the beach here, as we go back onto the trail, there is a buoy in the trees there. Pretty funny.
This trail that we're on, what's it called? The
Bordeaux Trail.
The Bordeaux Trail. I find that it's very like well maintained, with whether that's like steps to
go up or go down.
Go up or go down, or little like boardwalks to walk on. I also find that people keep it like they don't mess with the nature, the wildlife, and it's very clean.
Yeah.
There's no garbage or anything like that, and it's a very well, like you can tell where the trail is.
All groomed. Yeah, no, it's true.
I don't know if that
there
was
are some. There is some, unfortunately, and you know, there's no place in the world you can go anymore that there isn't garbage. Along the beach, just washes up, I guess, daily or weekly. There's a little bit of garbage there, but you're right. On the trail, there's no garbage. And the funny thing is, there's no garbage cans or anything like that. So people are like the hikers and the people that are using these trails are respecting the beauty and keeping it clean on their own, which is good to see. You don't see that with all the trails necessarily. Well, that wraps up a beautiful little hike. We didn't go the whole 5.3 miles. We probably went maybe a mile. We went a mile and came back, so 2 miles round trip. But from what we went and from what we saw and how far we went, it was amazing. Highly recommend the Bordeaux Trail here in Arnold's Cove in Newfoundland. Saying hi to everyone? Hi. This is the second set of dogs that came up to us. They're just so friendly here and beautiful. So we are in Dildo, Newfoundland. is the Dildo IPA. This is a red something they said.
What's the name of it?
Red. It's basically pretty stouty.
Lemonade.
This is pink lemonade, and then this is a
Crandemic.
Crandemic. After the pandemic.
It was created.
Want to go from the outside first? Cheers. Oh wow, it's good.
That's cranny.
It's got a bite
It's
to
very
it.
cranny.
Cranny?
It's cranny.
Cranny?
Okay.
Good. This is gonna be
What is that?
sure. It's a stout. It's like a Guinness. I'm guessing.
Cheers.
This is good. This is good. I'm not a stout person, but this is pretty good. And that's one.
Me drinking beer again.
Yeah, you're drinking beer again. Pink. It's the Pink Whitney.
No, it's pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade beer. These are all beers from Dildo Brewing Company. Not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta try when you come here. So this is the brew house of Dildo Brewing Company. They don't really allow tours, but the girl said I can come in and just take a quick peek. Giant squid? Is this like...
Guys,
Oh yeah! The giant squid in December 1933 here in Dildo Harbor. December 17th, 1933. It was a 20-foot squid they found here. And here's a picture of it here. And that's the replica of it. I guess the 20-foot super squid. Here's another article back then in 33 about it. Oh, with its tentacles, it measured 72 feet from tip to tip. Okay, this popular little town called Dildo here in Newfoundland was made popular and was basically put on the map by Jimmy Kimmel back, I think, probably 10 years ago.
But our focus this week is not on American politics, it's on Canadian politics. This is a historic night. Moments from now, I will find out if I will be named the first ever mayor of a small town in Newfoundland, a town known as Dildo. That is the real name of the town. And I'll say something. What started as a silly joke has turned into a silly joke that ABC spent like $100,000 on. So in a way, no matter what happens, I've already won. But
when he discovered it, and probably never heard about it before, but then he discovered it and had to come here, and you saw the sign there in the restaurant for Jimmy for mayor and stuff like that. It's a small little town. I think a couple years ago, I think the population of this town was like 800 people. So it's a small little town, but it's very touristy. That's why we're here. We're for all intents and purposes, we're tourists. And we came to check it out. Amazing beer, amazing food, the scenery. I mean, it's this little tiny harbor is so picturesque, so nice. It's cool. So before the camera falls, what do you guys think of Dildo?
Cool.
Cool?
Nice place.
Very cool.
I'd like to live here.
I'd like to live here.
Yeah.
So it'd be 804 people. So one of the things about Newfoundland is that it's drenched in so much, old history and stuff like that. And this is one of them in a small little harbor town called Arnold's Cove. This is called the Drake House. And we're going to go in and see what's so special about this place, because it is special.
Hopefully continue next. The Drake House. This house was built in the 1890s on Haystack, and so this is our Salmonier community, Arnold's Cove is. And so right up there, you can look at the map. Haystack is right there below Southern Harbor, so that's where the house came from. And so it was floating here, and it was actually the last house that left Haystack.
Oh,
and
really?
Drake was the very last person. So this is friend Drake's house. He grew up here, and his father actually built the house. and a lot of the artifacts came from his great-grandfathers too. So this is the very first washing machine. And so over here would be the newer models. That's where the lecture came. And so it would take a lot of time. So a lot of people wouldn't usually change their clothes out a lot because it was a lot of work. So this door is actually called the mother-in-law door because when the mother-in-law would come over and they kicked her out of the house, she wouldn't be able to get back in.
This is the outhouse that they would have used. So that's a quick little history of the Drake house here. 1890, so well over 100 years old. And this house was resettled from that island over here as part of the resettlement, which a lot of Newfoundlanders had to do back in the day. Wow, gasoline is expensive here in Newfoundland, and for a pickup truck too. So now we're at the Salmonier Nature Park. This is part of the Salmonier River, and this is in a little place called, well, actually, it's in Newfoundland. I'm not even sure where it's near. I think it's near Holyrood, or Holyrood. I can never remember the name of this place, but it's near Holyrood. This is a nature park that's absolutely free. That's put on by the town or the province, I'm guessing the province. And in here, you're supposed to be able to see all nature in its wild. If they're out, caribou, maybe a moose, different animals, and it's all in this park. Now, right here, here's a map of the park here and the trail. As you can see, it's a loop. It is, how long is this loop again? Apparently it takes about an hour and a half if you do the whole thing. I guess you don't have to do the whole thing. There's emergency exits and stuff like that. This is where we're at here. So another good thing about this nature walk is, like I said, the majority of this so far, I mean, I can't say we're not doing the whole entire thing, but it looks like so far, and we're early into this nature walk, is that, as you can see in the background here, it's all, hey, how are you doing? Good. This guy works here. He could probably even tell us some more about it. Anyways, it's all like a boardwalk, like wooden steps type of thing. But I haven't seen any steps. It's all gradual. So I'm pretty sure it's easily wheelchair accessible, so, which is pretty good. So there's a great horned owl right there, but he's backing us. Can't see him. So we're looking for a lynx here, but like the caribou, and the owl. The lynx doesn't want to come out. It's as if these animals were at a wedding till 1 a.m. like we were, and are just tired. I see something in here, it's enclosed. Gotta be something that flies, right? No, actually, it's a spruce grouse and a snowshoe hare. There's the grouse.
I don't see
See the bird on the ground?
It looks like a turkey.
Okay, and if you're like me, you're gonna wonder if there's washrooms along this trail here, and there is. There's one at the beginning, one right here. I think we're near halfway, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one. So there are washrooms en route or while you're on the trail, which is good. Green frogs. Yeah, this may be hard to see. Oh, and one of the most majestic animals is actually out. The bald eagle. Look at that. Can you see him right there? Look at the bald eagle right there. That is beautiful. Let's see if we can get closer.
This eagle was brought here with a left wing so badly damaged that it had to be removed. After recovering, it lived the rest of its life in this enclosure, often catching trout and frogs in the brook.
Okay, this is where the moose is supposed to be, but
It's such a big
area.
cage that.
They're so tall though.
Yeah, I know. It'd be easy to.
Not if they're sitting down. So we've been 3 times down to Newfoundland. We've yet to see a moose. So we figured we'd come here. This would hopefully be one of the sure shot guarantees to see one in the wild, even though it is sort of
on the highway.
rather than on the highway on our hood of our car. Yeah. But you'd think, even though it's supposed to be in a cage, which don't get me started, I'm not into the caging of animals, so I kind of didn't know that before I came here. But it's okay. It's not like they're making money off us by doing this. This is absolutely free. But anyways, getting back to the moose, still we can't see a moose. We can't seem to find a moose here in Newfoundland. And aren't they supposed to outnumber people?
Not that I don't know, but all I know is there's lots of family stories about moose encounters.
Yeah, there's tons. Not only don't we see a moose, we don't see our kids. Our kids are gone.
They would be moving.
They have some sort of motor pushing
They
them.
haven't.
They're fake. They're fake geese.
Moved their heads.
I just heard a sound.
That's just speakers piping in the sound. No, we were just saying this area is the wetland waterfowl, and they have Canada geese, and they say do not feed the geese. And we're like, wait, wow, we came to Newfoundland to see geese, Canadian geese, which we can see at home anytime, 24/7. They're always out, summer, winter, whatever. And then there's geese over here, or displayed geese, at least anyways, and we're pretty sure these are fake. They're just like decoys or whatever. They're fake. They're not real geese. But don't let that turn you off this place. This place is really cool. It's got some cool animals when you can see them. And even if you're to go to a zoo and pay $50 a person for a zoo, it's the same thing. Sometimes you see the animals, sometimes you don't. I don't know why they're fake. There's probably a reason why there's fake geese and ducks floating in the pond over there, but all the other animals are real. So in this enclosure is supposed to be the Newfoundland wolf, but basically what they're saying is that it's extinct, and we don't have any more in Newfoundland. I'm not sure why. I'm sure this pack says why. Let me see. Reasons for its demise are thought to be the combination of declining caribou, which was their food source, and an overhunting resulting in a bounty to put on its head in 1839. So yeah, hunting, just like I thought, man-made, and declining of caribou. So of course, as my luck would have it, the audio cut out right when we saw one of the first animals in the entire park that was actually out. It was this Arctic fox, and he looked a little itchy and a little thin. I don't know if he's been eating the best, but you know, that's what happens when these animals are sometimes are held captive. So say what you want about zoos and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that debate here in this video, but there is the Arctic fox, and it was really nice to see him, even though he looked pretty lonely by himself. And that was it. Like I said, unfortunately the audio went and we left the park. It was a great little outing. The whole thing, all in all, took about an hour. Now, maybe it would have taken a little bit longer if more animals were out. You would have stopped and checked out the animals more, but I highly recommend it, even whether you see the animals or not. It's one of the only places in Newfoundland that you can actually see the animals like that all in one place when you do actually see them. So I highly recommend it. So that's it. We're at the airport now. We're going back home, catching a plane back to Toronto, going through the same tunnel we came out of. Just dropped off the rental car there. And we've got about 2.5, 3 hours here at the airport because our flight was delayed about half an hour. I just got a notice on my cell phone saying that. Anyways, folks, that is Newfoundland and its greatest. Well, I'm sure there's greater things than that. But between 2 years ago video, when we showed you some of the fun stuff, and then this year's video, we'll show you some more fun stuff. There's lots to do here in Newfoundland. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.